I think it's our responsibility as developers to make sure that you're including the widest audience possible in whatever information you're trying to provide online.
What LifeBlue achieved with the Boston's website is to showcase that we don't have to break from a brand in order to meet accessibility requirements or to just be responsible in the way that we design.
It was a delicate balance. We still need to kind of build this thing that functions and works, but at the same time, it still needs to feel like their brand. They kind of have this duality to them where they're a family restaurant where you can come there and you can get pizza and food with your family. And there's also this other side where they're a sports bar. I found it as kind of an exciting challenge. I think everybody on the team embraced that same mentality. We see a challenge and we want to kind of tackle it.
They wanted and needed a site that did a better job at being inclusive, at meeting accessibility guidelines.
So when people think about that, they think, oh, government websites, that's so boring, it's just text and black and white and not a lot of imagery and that sort of thing. But I think we built a beautiful website. It has great color contrast.
Things that I think at LifeBlue we just do as a standard. So doing all the accessibility stuff was just kind of, I think, just taking us to the next level. We used a company called Site Improve.
It's essentially the sort of official checklist of things that you want to do to your website in order to make it accessible. If you can use your website with nothing but a keyboard, can you turn on the screen reader and not have a terrible experience? That's a good test as well.
Error. Please enter a valid email.
From the ground up, we try to think about accessibility as something that we do just by default.
People with disabilities, and those could be temporary disabilities or even permanent disabilities, we want them to be able to have access to all of our information on the website, no matter what kind of disability they have, whether that's blindness or your inability to move physically, or even just a temporary disability like, my arms are full and I can't use the mouse, I need to use the keyboard to tap through my website.
There was a time where we built websites that didn't work on mobile devices, and now if you build a website that isn't responsive to the device, what are you doing? And I think we're starting to get to that point with accessibility where it is just part of the language and part of the fabric of what we build rather than something we hope to get to at the end.
Ultimately, we're here to help drive accessibility as not only just a check mark on the list of things that need to be done, but as a conversation starter and as a true shepherd to the idea that everyone deserves an opportunity to be a part of whatever digital experience we're providing.
We're widening that audience, and to me that's the best thing you can build. That's the point of the web, is to reach everybody. So in some respect, I think it epitomizes that idea of saving the world from bad design.